course. Thank you for having me. I found out about Albania because I was already in Croatia, so I'd left America and I was like, I want to travel around Europe, and I had no plans when I came to Europe, so I was like, I can go anywhere. But one of the main things I wanted to do while I was here was get eye surgery because it's really expensive in America. So I started researching just different clinics. So I searched all over Europe and I found European Eye Clinic here, and I liked their social media. I went through, I talked with them, and so I ended up setting up an appointment with them, and I was like, I guess I'm going to Albania. And then, so it was very random of how I ended up here. Yeah, I've been here for 2 weeks, and then, so I knew I was going to get my eyes done, but I also started looking into like beauty tourism and medical tourism because things are just so expensive in America. So I ended up getting my hair done here. I went and got my teeth cleaned. I got a cavity filled. I did my eye surgery. I got filler here. So I did anything I could do here, I did. I didn't know anything about Albania. I didn't have anyone tell me. I pretty much just started searching on social media and was looking up things about medical tourism or beauty tourism. That's how I found the clinic. So I just did my own research and Albania came up, and then I decided to come. When I came here, I didn't know anything. So I really didn't know what to expect or what it was gonna be like. My last few days in Croatia, I started telling people that I was heading to Albania, and they told me I was going to love it and that it was kind of similar. So that's how I ended up here. I've been here in Tirana, I've been in Vlora, and then Durrës since I've been here. Vlora was beautiful. Because I love the beach and I love the sea. So I loved Vlora. I wish I could have done more of the south. I stayed in Vlora for 3-4 days. I was in Durrës for 2 days and then Tirana the rest of the time in between those two. There's a lot of things that are different. There have been pros, there have been things that I've had to figure out. The food is it's really good, but sometimes it's way too salty for me, so I'm getting used to it. Now I ask for it without salt and then I salt it because it's way saltier than in America, but the ingredients are clean, the food's been prepared well, and everything's way cheaper than America. So yeah, it's been fun going out to eat and trying everything. I love the Albanian dishes and the traditional food. Sometimes I'll just point on the menu because I don't know exactly what I'm ordering. Cafe culture is something that's a lot different in Albania or even Europe than America. Like in America, we're so hustle and bustle and go, and we call it a rat race, and we don't really sit down to eat. And I'm still in that mindset because I'll be like, can I get it? I'll be like, can I get it to go? I have to rush. And I'm still working while I'm over here, so I'm still in a rush, but I'm trying to embrace they take longer to do things and it's slower, so to slow down and to actually sit and enjoy my meal, because in America you'll get it and just eat as fast as you can and then still be working. So I'm embracing the culture. Because we're close to the sea, I've done like the seafood, sea bass and octopus, and anything seafood has been great. Sometimes I don't know what I'm ordering either. I'll just see where it says it's like a traditional dish and I'll just point to something. So I've had food where I don't even know what I'm eating, but it's tasted really good. Now I'm getting used to the coffee here, but it was a transition because in America, we have a lot of flavored coffees, like we do iced vanilla, white chocolate with oat milk, and we put a lot of sugar in our coffee. So it took me a minute to get used to just like espresso and milk, and that's it. But now I really love espresso because we drink a lot of drip coffee in America. Or if you get a latte, you're going to Starbucks and it's like literally $8 for a latte. So it's way better here going, and it's $1.50 would be for me. And everywhere has an espresso machine. Like when I went to the dentist, they had an espresso machine. When I went every single restaurant, it's not like that in America. You can get maybe coffee, drip coffee. Anywhere it's not as good, but everywhere has espresso here. I love that. I haven't dated, well, I haven't really been dating since I've been here, but I look around and I'm like, boys are definitely cute here, but I haven't really talked to any of them besides if someone's like my waiter or not. I'm by myself, so I kind of like, I'll be walking around the streets, I'll make eye contact, and that's as far as it goes. Well, I think because medical tourism is really big here, you see people who have just had their surgeries. So I've seen a lot of like girls with like casts on their noses or the hair transplants. So I was recovering from my eye surgery, so it was nice. I didn't feel embarrassed when I was wearing my big glasses as well, but that's definitely different as seeing everyone like walking around with all of that. So I did my hair here. I'm embracing it now, but it was something where it wasn't what I asked for or first wanted. The picture of what I showed them was very different, but I've had a lot of people say that they like the color better. So I'm embracing it, but it was something where I have learned a phrase here in Albania that seems common with customer service, and they're like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I've had food, just because there is a language barrier for me, so if a food gets messed up or there's a request that I have, I've heard that a lot back. They're like, I don't know what to tell you. So that's a little different in America. So it would be very like, oh my gosh, like what can we do to fix it? How can we make it better? I haven't had that experience here. Yeah, I've had Albanian people be extremely friendly. Like, my driver today picked me up and he brought me a rose. And like, anytime I've been struggling in my hotels or getting an Airbnb, I've always had like my drivers or even people on the street like help me with my stuff. Anyone that I've met at a restaurant or anything, everyone's been very kind. I felt very safe. That was a thing that my friends back at home were a little worried about me for, because they hadn't ever heard of Albania. I'm here all alone. So a lot of people are like, please be safe wherever you go. And I've felt completely safe. Like, I've walked around at night after dinner and been by myself in the dark, and I've never had any problems or felt unsafe in any way. I would definitely recommend Albania to my friends, and I have been. I have a lot of my friends too who they don't have health insurance back in America, or they're just really struggling even paying their rent, and there's stuff that they want to do. Like for me, I got my teeth cleaned and I got a cavity filled, but I have friends that's like, they need root canals or dental implants or things that they can't afford, and it's impacting their life. So I told them, I'm like, just have an open mind to it, because a lot of people were even paranoid for me, but in a hateful way. They're like, you're really stupid for going there. I would never go there even if someone paid me. Just not my friends, but the internet, and people were very closed-minded without them ever having to experience it. So I'm very brave, I'm very open-minded. I think that people should embrace it more, especially in America. Just because we live there, that doesn't mean people are the best. I've had the worst dental experiences in America. I went here to Clay Dental, and that was the best dental experience I've had anywhere. So I've been treated very well. Same at the eye clinic. I was treated just so well, above and beyond. Like I said, just because we live in America, that doesn't mean wherever you live. That doesn't mean just because you were born there and you grew up there, that doesn't mean it's the best. I got actually really lucky, I think. I was researching, and I saw them on social media and kind of just went with my feeling of talking to different clinics, and customer service means a lot to me. When someone's just nice and makes me feel like they care about me even before I go in, that's important, and that's how it was at European Eye Clinic. But I was kind of taking a gamble. I didn't fully know. I didn't know anyone else personally who went there. All I could see was what they had online, and of course everyone says that they're great. But after I got the surgery and I posted about it, I had so many people in my comments saying, they're like, you picked the best doctor, you picked the best clinic, you could not have gone anywhere better. And I believe that, but I did get lucky in my search, because it would have been bad if I picked somewhere bad, but I just went off the feeling of like how they made me feel, and making me feel just safe and wanted and comfortable, and they were kind, so that goes a long way for me. I was definitely scared because I had a lot of friends that would tell me horror stories about things that happened to their mom, or they heard this story on TikTok, or they saw this story on the internet. But for me, I was already having such a poor quality of life with my contacts. I have allergies, so I was always just rubbing them. They were coming out. I do stuff for TV, so it was just so miserable always having contacts. And I'm like, I'm gonna do it anyways. No one's gonna tell me what I'm gonna do, so I'm just gonna go for it. Even being in a foreign country alone is scary, and then doing a surgery and knowing you're gonna recover alone and be alone after that, that's also scary. I don't speak Albanian, so there was a lot of things that I was worried about, but when I went to do the surgery, they made me feel so safe and comfortable, and they talked me through everything. And there was a moment though as well while they were doing the surgery. It doesn't hurt, but it's uncomfortable, and it's the psychological as well, just being kind of scared of what's going to happen, and you're getting your eye poked. And I was sitting there and I was holding my own hand, and I remember thinking, I'm like, I wish like so bad someone was here to hold my hand. And I was just thinking that, and one of the other practitioners was in the room while I was doing the surgery, and she like reached out. She could tell like how scared I was, and she reached out and held my hand during the surgery. I was probably like death gripping her hand so tight, but that made me feel like just so safe and loved and cared for. And that's really important while you're doing a surgery, because it could go so bad in so many ways. So I'm so thankful for them. I'm very happy with the surgery, and then recovery has been really easy for me and great since. I was on the Netflix reality show, The Trust. That was a competition show. It was a little bit like Big Brother. It's like a psychological competition, but they put 11 strangers in a house, and they told us, they're like, congratulations, you all won. You can all share this money together, go through the whole experience, or you can choose to cut people out and keep more for yourself. So it was a very like psychological strategy. Who do you trust? Who do you want to share the money with? But I ended up winning the show too, so that was good. So that's also helped me be able to travel now, and now I'm in Europe and Albania and everywhere and just exploring. Yeah, I would love to do a project here in Albania. People have told me that Big Brother is a really big show here, and even when I went and I got my nails done here too. So I was telling them that I had done a Netflix show, and they were just Big Brother fans, and they're like, you should do the show. But I don't know if how that would work with me being from America, but if they ever want me to do it, I am definitely down to do it. Yeah, I definitely want to come back again. I've told my girlfriends too back at home. I was like, next time we have to do a trip together. I don't want to be alone next time though. So I was like, you have to come with me next time. We'll go to Albania, we'll get our hair done, we'll get our nails done, we'll get our eyelashes done. Anyone who needs surgery, you need eye surgery, we'll go get it done. And then we can go to the beach after. You guys at DritareTv have been so great. I was so excited when you reached out too. So I appreciate you guys just being kind and wanting to hear from me as well. I wasn't sure too, even when I came here, and sometimes I get mixed messages, even on social media, about like if tourists are welcome. Like sometimes people, I don't even know if they're from Albania, but they're like, go back to your own country. You know, people are really mean on social media, but anyone that I've met in person at any of the businesses, you guys, like everyone has been so kind and welcoming and has had such great hospitality. So I am just thankful for everyone for opening up your country to me. I feel lucky to be here, so I don't take that for granted. Yeah, so I want to be here and be as respectful as I can too, and hopefully it's a good thing to have people from America or from outside come here as well.